So Egypt beat Zimbabwe 2-1 on its opening day of the AFCON, and that win took Egyptian coach Hossam Hassan one step closer to getting into a Hall of Fame that so far has just 2 people. Now, Hossam Hassan as a player won the AFCON with Egypt in 1986, 1998, and 2006. As a coach, he wants to win the AFCON. Now, let me take you to some history lessons. The AFCON is in its 68th year, and in that time, 13 African coaches have won the AFCON. Out of these 13, 2 coaches stand out. One is a guy called Charles Gyamfi of Ghana. He won the AFCON in 1963, 1965, and 1982. Then there's Hassan Shehata of Egypt, who won the AFCON in 2006, 2008, and 2010. The only coaches who have won the AFCON 3 times. Then amongst the foreign coaches at the AFCON, there's one that stands out, and his name is Hervé Renard, the Frenchman who won the AFCON with 2 countries, with Zambia in 2012 and with Cote d'Ivoire in 2015. But 2 coaches are in a particular Hall of Fame, indigenous coaches, a Hall of Fame that Hossam Hassan is hoping to get into. My name is China Ikoreman Acheru. I'm Nigeria's #1 storyteller. And when we are at this point, you can as well like this page, subscribe, follow to get more of these stories. Now, there's a Hall of Fame that goes beyond winning the AFCON 3 times or winning the AFCON with 2 different countries. Now, this one is about just 2 coaches who have won the AFCON as player and as coach. One of them is a man called Mahmoud El-Buhari. Now, as a player, he was known as Little Leach. As a coach, he was known as the General. As a player, he played for Al Ahly National, and he was top scorer at the AFCON in 1959 that Egypt won. But his playing career didn't last so long, as he had to retire in 1961 due to a nagging knee injury, and he went into coaching. He coached Egypt from 1988 to 1990, where he qualified Egypt for the World Cup in Italy, but they didn't do too well. He coached Egypt again between 1997 and 2001, and in that period, he won the AFCON for Egypt in 1998 when they beat South Africa 2-0 in the final. That tournament was hosted by Burkina Faso. By that, he became the first man to win the AFCON as player and as coach. Now, one other man broke that record, or equaled that record, 15 years later, and that man is a fellow we know as the Big Boss, Stephen Okechukwu Keshi, Nigerian. For those of you who are Nigerians, you will know more about Keshi. He started his serious playing career with a club called ACBFC, Africa Continental Bank in Lagos. Then he joined New Nigeria Bank, where he won the Wafu Cup twice in 1983 and 1984. He was with the national team Super Eagles. In 1985, he was banned alongside 4 others for coming late to camp. He moved to Cote d'Ivoire. We know the Stephen Keshi story, but he went on to captain Nigeria's AFCON winning team in 1994, where we beat Zambia 2-1 in the final. Now remember, Keshi now coached some other country. He coached Togo, and he qualified them for the World Cup in 2005. Then he came and coached Nigeria, and he qualified Nigeria for the World Cup in 2013, the 2014 World Cup. But one other big thing happened. Keshi in 2013 won the AFCON as coach of the Super Eagles, making him the second man after Mahmoud El-Buhari to win the AFCON as player and coach. Remember, Keshi won the AFCON as player in 1994 and then as coach in 2013. Now, let me take you to some other part of history here. It took 15 years between Mahmoud El-Buhari and Keshi for someone else to equal that feat. Now, it's 12 years since Keshi became the second man to win the AFCON as player and coach. Now, who can do that? Would it be Hossam Hassan? Why are we looking at Hossam Hassan? Could it be him? Some other coaches have tried it. Aliou Cissé of Senegal has tried it. Rigobert Song has tried it, but they all fell off the mark. 2 men, Mahmoud El-Buhari and Stephen Keshi, have won the AFCON as player and coach. Will that continue after this AFCON? Or will somebody join that famous Hall of Fame? My name is China Acheru. I'm just here to tell you stories.